Hi there, and welcome to the Beach House Garden Diary. This video encaptures a full day in the garden, which starts with a massive overwhelm after the heavy rain and ends with getting many important things done. So join me in this journey. All right, welcome to Estonia. I think this is how people imagine the Estonia to be in general, like something rainy and snowy in the north, which is not the case all the time, especially in the summer. But I'm showing you this because it can happen in the summer. Although this was the first heavy rain after 2 months of dryness. And when this kind of weather comes, all the gardeners who have been very rigorously working in the garden for the last couple of months are now forced indoors,
There's a river on my driveway.
stare the rain, and think what to do next. And even though it gives a moment for a rest, it can also create a little bit of overwhelm, because while sitting and thinking, you can think out so many things that needs to get done that it is hard to prioritize them. Luckily, this was only one day worth of rain. It ended with the most beautiful mist, and I used the evening to go for a walk. However, even that didn't clear up my mind, and this is how I felt. Hey there, it's 28th of July today, and I'm going to give a tiny tour in the garden because I've done so much and I barely can distinguish between the things that I need to do next. There are still quite a bit to be done, and I'm starting to feel a bit overwhelmed. So let's just walk around and see what the situation is at the moment. It's not bad, but there's still a lot to do, and maybe that tiny tool would help me to better understand what's the next thing in the priority list. So I'm gonna flip the camera and just walk around. Hello, Kito. Meow. Meow. Look at that cat. She's the cutest. She likes to make her own petting. Let's walk around. Come on. I think she wants food. Yep, definitely wants the food. Okay, I'm gonna quickly give her. And exactly here we are in the back side of my garden or house, where my primary overwhelm is coming from. And let's make a tour. I think it's a cleaning day, and I need to clean up some of the things that are here and there in the garden, because if everything is here and there, one cannot make up their mind what is the most important thing to be done next. So yes, I think it's going to be the cleaning day. And what am I going to clean up? These kind of things. A rubble from the soil piles. Some random stuff hanging on the back of my shelter.
I'm gonna clean up the robotic lawnmowers that are just standing there and not doing anything. I am going to also clean up some of the garden beds because they are done. So many things here are done. As I'm having a bit of a trouble in deciding where to start, I'm just gonna do things one by one, and then maybe in the end of the day I can report what did I get done in such a day, which includes a massive overwhelm. So wish me luck that I get at least something done. And the first thing that I'm going to address is my lawnmower. His name is Bossu, and he's not working because he's claiming to have a collision. Probably it collided with these things here. However, it's not in a state of collision anymore. So I don't know what is troubling this machine. Anyway, I'm trying to help it out so that it would do its work. So this is the first task.
The next task is to clear out the backside of the shelter.
It's a hot mess from the outside because currently it looks quite good in the inside, but it should look good from the both sides, outside
I had
and
been avoiding
inside.
this forever, and 1 hour later.
Oh, I avoided this chore for so many days. For some reason it just felt undoable. But now I have just finished this. Ta-da! There's nothing here on the backside of my shelter. Ah! I'm so happy! Jesus, sometimes you need to do the easiest chore that you are putting away for so many days, like this one. I think it took me about 1 hour of active cleaning to get everything cleaned and put into their places. And this looks so good now. And I am so motivated to continue in the garden. And the next thing I'm going to do is the second harvest of the year. And this time, these are going to be the beans. These are totally ready. There are some that still require a couple of more days. There are some that, regardless of if they are ready or not, are not going to ripen. These beans, I don't think that they will ever get ready. They just dried out. So I am not going to put that variety here anymore next year. I'm also going to cut off some of these daylily heads because they are done for this year. They are lovely. Yo, it's harvest time. And motivated by all of this good harvest and already pretty looking garden, I am going to do one more garden chore today, which is, now I'm gonna flip the camera, this thing here. So behind my hedge there should be, I would say from the camera it doesn't look so bad, but in real life it looks kind of a bit messy. So I may clean it up a bit, at least remove this highly invasive thing, because when it starts to seed and seeds all over the place, I'm gonna be in trouble. Another 1.5 hours has passed and I have finally taken myself together to start working on these weeds. So I have my kind of a material which I will use to put the things on because my garden cart is currently in a repair. I'm gonna only get it tomorrow, and I'm not going to wait with this chore until tomorrow. I'm gonna use this one to drop all the weeds on top of it, and then I hope that I am able to get at least my part of this done, because I need to paint the fence soon, and with these weeds here it's not gonna be possible. So regardless of how pretty they look, they need to leave, at least for this season. They can come back the next one. Yeah. Give no mercy. Here we go. And we are not just working out in here, we are having a strategy. And the strategy is target the biggest weeds first. So these are going out first. This is going to be a crazy patch because there are some beautiful things which are always very heartbreaking to take out, even if they are weeds, and there is some nettle which is very painful to take out, and some other stuff which is very resistant for taking out. And yeah, we need to get it done. This time I start with the pretty stuff. This is super invasive as well. It's going to grow back in no time. And it is native. So basically it only comes in one variety. So this is a native plant here. We call it Lillhernes, which is like a flower bee. It does produce tiny bees. Yeah, bees. And in addition to these tiny bees, it also distributes through a very light root system, and it can reach anywhere, and it's really hard to get out once you already have it. So even if beautiful, I need to take it out now, and I'm not even worried that it's not gonna grow back. This is how clean I will leave it today, and I am going to use a trimmer with a blade. Got all of this behind the fence. That's not going to be today because I'm done for the day. I am going to jog now, and I'll continue with all of that in the next day. This is the pile that I managed to collect from this side of the fence.
Aha, look at my walking speed. This is a clear sign that I am not enthusiastic about the work at all. But here we go. And as we get started, we gain momentum and it gets easier in the end. So all in all, it took a couple of more hours to get the other side of the fence done, and this is the end result. I have not seen this fence so exposed for at least, honestly, 8 years, I guess. So it's absolutely ready for painting. I thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon again here in this garden to join me in the next chores. I wish you all the best and take care.